guys, welcome to episode 1 in the Relationship Rehab podcast, which is featuring me.
And me.
There's probably going to be some guests on at some point. This podcast is about addiction, relationships, being in a relationship and both being heroin addicts, but not just that. It's going to be about mine and Jake's whole life before we met each other, life as an addict, life before being an addict, what it was like for our families, what we wish our families understood, but not just that. I know the name sort of makes it out to be about relationships and rehab and only addiction, but it's not. Me and Jake both suffer from severe mental health issues, and I feel like a lot of relationships struggle that go through that. So it's going to be about having mental health and in a relationship. Everything to do with a relationship, basically. The ins and outs of a relationship. Me and Jake feel like the whole time we've had TikTok, that you guys only really know about 10% of who we really are. And that's because we can only share so much on TikTok in a limited time. So in this podcast, today's just going to be an intro, but every episode is going to be diving deeper and darker into who we are, the things we've done, our relationship as a whole, trauma, our childhoods, and so much more. But we're also going to be having fun. We're going to have guests on, guests that are in recovery, mental health, famous couples that are on TikTok. What's it like being in a relationship and social media at the same time? Because we found that rough.
I don't know if famous is the right word. But
Yeah, but no us being famous, but other famous TikToker couples.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we found it rough. We're also going to be playing games, which I'm excited about, and just diving into everything really. But we want it to be calm and comfortable. I done a podcast before and it was very clinical. Is that the word?
Nah, I'd say it was more like professional.
Yeah. Where me and Jake are more comfortable just sitting on the couch with a cup of tea talking. And that's exactly what we want this to be like. We want it to be relaxed. You know that great on social media. You're like a deer trapped in headlights sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And I kind of feel like this is a better environment for you.
Yeah, it's comfort my own home, the couch and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just me and you sitting here.
Exactly. And we're going to have guests on the exact same setting, just sitting on a couch and talking.
That's why I think the longer the podcast we do, the more I'll try and, well, I'll not try, but the more I'll settle down and forget the cameras are there and let my guard down a wee bit.
Yeah.
And just talk away, can.
And the podcast might look a bit rough just now. We've not got everything we want yet. We want to have the spare room and a content room. We want a better couch, we want LED signs, LED lights. We want the typical podcast you see. But the good thing is you're going to be with us while that grows too. You're going to get to see some amazing changes coming over the next few months, including my teeth and yours.
Yeah, maybe.
Jake's not as excited about getting his teeth fixed, but I fucking am. Is there a topic you want to talk about first?
Not really. I don't know where to sort of dive in and start for.
We're going to do like little games. This was kind of just going to be our intro. So we wanted this to just basically explain what the podcast is going to be about. And kind of start, I wanted to start from the past. Like, for example, what were you doing before you met me? Where were you? What were you doing?
You know what I was?
They don't know.
I was in Kirkcaldy in the homeless after getting out of jail in 2018. I got out of jail and I got put on the tag. And I remember I was in the tag over Christmas and New Year and
Like, 'cause you were in the homeless unit, eh?
I'd done my first Christmas on the tag. No, my second Christmas on the tag actually, but first on the tag and homeless at the same time.
And what was going on in your life? Did you have family about you?
No, really. My dad would come and take me out for a bar lunch and that every now and again with my wee sister, my wee brother, and sometimes my granny too.
And if you had to pick who you were closest with in your family, who would you say?
I don't know, that person's kind of changed over the years. A couple of years ago I would have said my dad, hands down. But obviously, because of the stuff that's went on recently, me and my dad have sort of lost contact a bit.
And I know a lot of people have heard glimpses, they like seen arguments between me and your dad or posts that he's put up, etc. Is that something that you're going to talk about as the episodes go on?
Yeah, I suppose we could touch on it a wee bit, but obviously it's a bit of a sore spot for me. So
there's a lot of trauma there as well, just like not
No,
even
with
with
my
your dad,
dad, no.
with your stepdad,
Yeah, that's
and
different.
it's stuff that we couldn't talk about on TikTok. But we want you guys to know because we feel like you are going to relate to that. So Jake was saying he was in homeless before we met. I was living in Kirkcaldy as well. I was just out of prison. It was my second time ever being in prison, a 3-week remand for shoplifting. I got out and I was placed on a DTTO, which is a drug treatment testing order group. It's basically like recovery meetings, but you're forced to go and you have to give a test when you're there. So it's kind of mandatory, and if not, you go back to prison. So I was staying in Kirkcaldy. I was just in a really, really, really horrific relationship.
You can give dirty samples. You just can't miss appointments.
You can't miss appointments. You have to pick up your methadone or whatever you're on. And sorry guys, my bag's not going out.
Appointments, and they are intense. I mean, it's like a social worker meeting on the Monday. Then you'll have, say, DAPL or FAS or ADAPT or something on the Tuesday. Group meeting on the Wednesday. And then you'll hear like the social work assistant on the Thursday, and then drug court on the Friday. So out of your working week, you've got an appointment every single day of the week.
This is what I've said to people.
If you miss 1, 2 of them, that's your stroke.
I think I've said this to you before.
That's why folks say it.
Addicts don't have a time schedule. We have no routine. So they let you out of prison on this DTT order. You have 4 appointments out of 5 days, all at different times.
Sometimes it can be 5 out of 5.
You've been an addict for say 2-3 years at this point. You have no routine. You don't make it to appointments. You wake up at different times. You're still using. It's like you're set up to fail, and most of us do fail and end up back in prison. I've even heard people saying, I'm going to breach that order because I'd rather do time in prison than do this order. I've heard about people refusing it when the judges offered it.
Yeah, but that's because your lawyer tells you. Like, my lawyer said to me, with my track record, the breaches of probation and breaches of bail and stuff, that he didn't think that I would be able to do a DTTO. And he said, like,
and he was right.
He said, if you take the jail now, it will be a lighter sentence than if you take the DTTO and 6 months down the line you breach it. I know I never breached it for a year. I was a year into an 18-month DTTO.
Yeah, but it's still
but
just a breach.
Got hammered. Got 15 months.
It's a lot of pressure on you as an addict to get out on that. And I know we're given a chance, and it might seem like, oh, you should live a normal life. And if I can make it to work every day, so can you. They don't understand the lifestyle.
I don't think the social take into account just how hard it is for some people.
Well, I don't think...
Or they do, but they don't tell their clients how bad it's going to be.
There should be more support. There's not enough support.
My lawyer told me it would be hard. And he said straight up, he was like, Jake, I didn't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think you could do a DTTO. And he was right, because I did breach it.
I just feel like there's no enough support for addicts at all. And I know that some people are going to watch that podcast and like, oh, typical addict, feeling sorry for herself. It's not that. It's realistic. I was putting the buprenorphine jag in Perth for the first time. As I was getting the jag, she said to me, and I can't remember if you were in the room, she said to me, by the way, you're probably going to feel suicidal and be really, really down. This makes all your feelings come back at once. But I'll see you in a month's time, Holly. And I got sent at the door. And I ended up being in that, my head was screwed. I cried and cried and cried for days. Because when you get put on the buprenorphine jag, when you're on methadone, it's still keeping you numbed. When you're on that jag, all of a sudden, all those emotions and feelings, like guilt,
all that cloudiness for the opiates just gets wiped away.
It comes back. See, every time I put bronzer or something in my nose, it gets itchy. But yeah, it's all your feelings come back at once. You've not got that opiate to numb down your feelings that you've been basically numbing for 10 years. And it's a really, really hard. Like, how many times do you say that it's not the miracle drug it's made out to be? We have different opinions on that.
No, it's definitely not.
Right, so back to when we first met, because we're going to try and start at the scratch here. So me and Jake I ended up going to my DTTO meeting. I was right at prison, so was Jake. He was in the homeless, I was in my own house. I'd just come out of a really horrific relationship. I've not went into detail about this relationship. I think that's going to be an episode itself, and it's going to take a lot for me to talk about. Trauma isn't even the word. I still have nightmares. But I turned up to DTTO and Jake was there. And I actually knew Jake's ex. So when somebody asked his name, I went, he's called Jake Alexander, and I'm not going to say her name. I went, that's such and such boyfriend. And he went, no, that's my ex. But a funny story is, and I promised I'd be raw and unfiltered in here, so I'm not going to fuck. I only knew who you were because his ex had slept with my parents' dad. I had come back from Stirling and walked in on that person in bed.
You only go, man.
No, I wasn't with him. But everybody sort of knew that me and Snaz got back together at that point. And that's what I walked in on. I jumped to Billy's Xbox. And that's kind of how
Why did you get back together with him after that?
I never got back together with him after that, but we had thought we were going to. It was embarrassing. And she jumped to the bed naked. But you were like, no, I didn't go out with her anywhere. And then what happened? I'll let you take over. So we meet at DTTO. I thought he was a bit of a dick, to be honest.
Did you?
Yeah. Until he said this thing, we were talking about overdoses, and Jake went, I'm allergic to dying. And I was like, what? And he was like, I can't die, I've tried so many times, it doesn't work.
I accidentally OD'd like 4 times or something.
Oh my god, so we promised we wanted to tell you funny stories.
Ridiculous
But we've got a different sense of humour, right? So we've got dark humour. So we can't cry and feel embarrassed about all the stuff we did during addiction. So there's some stuff we'll laugh about. Tell them about how you got sued by Liddles for dying. Tell, please.
No, I know that's a story for...
Come on, please, I need a funny story for the first episode. Go for it.
It's not, we could do it. I know.
Come on, babe, please. Everybody's going to want to know now.
I know, but it's not... Well, that they can tune in for the next episode.
Jake, please.
No.
Please.
I'm not telling
Please.
No.
That's a funny story.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing for me too.
I'm sorry. Guys, we promised we'd be raw and unfiltered. We actually argued right before this episode. I was like, I'm not doing the podcast, fuck you.
Because that was taking too long apparently.
Me and Jake bounce off each other quite well sometimes, but Jake's got ADHD and I'm a manic depressive. So we both try and talk at the same time. I'm a planner, Jake just likes to go with the flow. And you ask Jake to do something and it happens 4 days later. And I get so infuriated by it. I'm quick tempered, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, we mix really well, I promise. Like, we had to mix well. There was at one point that we never had a TV for 6 months.
Yeah,
and it was just me and you. It was me and him in a house. With no TV, nothing.
I had a wee countertop telly in the military.
What happened to that?
It got left there.
Did it?
Oh, it got left there,
Right.
No, in fact, did I not bring it to
No,
to Tyree?
I think you might have. I think you might have.
I think I did bring it to Tyree.
The first time Jake come to my house, I had a gorgeous house.
My pal took a screwdriver to the TVs that we get in the living rooms in the
Yeah.
morning. He took a screwdriver to it, tin it off, put it in the backpack and brought it upstairs and asked me if I would buy it.
So, when Jake first come to my house, I had a gorgeous house. Computers, TVs, fucking a minted couch, $2,000 dug in that. My mum and dad's dug, I was watching it at the time. Jake come in and was like totally shocked. And then I never seen him for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I'd let somebody stay at my house and they'd even stole my flooring.
He stole the carpets and everything.
So the next time Jake come to my house, we had none but a mattress.
A whole lot was gone. But fair play to an old pal of mine, Nick. What did Nick do, man?
He brought in a 50-inch telly.
Nick came down with a 50-inch Samsung TV and was just like, here you go, bro. I heard you didn't have a telly, man.
Yeah, it was good.
I hadn't even spoke to him for about a year or something.
I know, it was really good.
I'd been away with it and I'd done the jail like 3 times and the nut house twice in the space of like 6 months or something.
Oh, I'll tell you a funny story,
so
right?
I kept in touch with him and he just got in touch.
He would tell the story about me getting admitted. So the first time me and Jake, I went down to Jake's house and met up with him and I was like, do you want to go out shoplifting the next day? So we go out shoplifting and we're taking Xanax and that, we're fucking wasted, right? And I don't know why, but in the back of the car I was like, how did I get admitted? I want admitted again. So Jake's telling me, I drop him off and I can't mind nothing apart from get into the mental health ward. Somebody had left their phone in the toilet and I don't know why, but I picked it up and I didn't even need the phone. And I went to my bed. I wake up the next day, all the lasses in the ward where I kept my cunt in. The police come, I threw the phone out one day. They're like, oh, we're not going to lift you. We can see on the cameras you're away with it. Just tell us where the phone is. I was like, I ate the SIM card and I threw away the phone. And I had to go and get it. I phoned Jake and I'm like, I got admitted. He was like, all right, I did you. And I'm like, I need you to come and get me. I don't want to be here. Jake had to come up and you had to lie and say you were my best friend.
Yeah.
And you were going to look after me.
Try to pretend I was a responsible adult for
You were
15
wasted.
minutes.
You told me I would
Yeah.
get admitted. See the stuff you do during addiction is fucking screwed. Do you remember that time that you went to get scans and you took me too many prees and you fell into the bed and I found you an hour later? I thought you'd ran away.
I'm sure I cracked a rib or two that day. Like,
I definitely had you that.
It took me a while to get over that one.
I also,
I definitely had bruised ribs, but I
Yeah.
think maybe cracked one too.
I
But
also,
I never ever got a chest X-ray done.
no, you never. I also don't want you guys to think that this is just us blathering on about funny stories.
Well, it is technically.
Yeah, but I also do want to talk about how hard it is to be a couple in recovery.
Some of the
and
more serious
addicted.
points in
Yeah.
it as well, yeah.
What do you find the hardest about us both being addicts in a relationship? You go first.
I don't know what I'd find the hardest.
Yeah, me go first.
I
The greediness.
might get some
The
idea.
greediness and the lies. Like, even though you love each other and you would give each other the world, the greediness,
Yeah.
buying bits without the other one noticing, stealing bits.
Yeah.
How many times have I took your tutor and then been like, I didn't you put your tutor? How many times have you went away and done it? Oh my God, remember that time? Our house got raided, right? And I knew we had nothing on us.
Yeah.
And Jake stands up and we weren't going to get lifted at this point. And I'm like, bro, we're not going to get lifted, fucking fannies, she's never got nothing. Then a bag fell at Jake's pocket.
No, they were searching me.
Yeah, and they
And
found a bag of dad's bag.
searched me. I was sure I had nothing on me because I'd already banked a bag of subbies in there.
Aye, but because you were he was being greedy with the barleys.
Because I was burst, I forgot that I had a pair of 3/4 length shorts underneath my trackies, and they had a bag of like 30 odd valleys.
Because he was hiding them and keeping them and being greedy, right? The
So
Polis.
the guy pulled them out, and
I was like-
these? And Holly was like, aye, that would be his subbies, because I was on subby at the time. And the cover was like, no, this says Roshi 10, these aren't the subbies. She started going mental. You've been hiding valleys.
Right, so
And I was like, fuck, I forgot I had them.
we got
If I knew I had them, I would have
You
got
know
rid of them.
what?
I would have
You
swallowed
would have
them.
swallowed them at your fucking cell. Right, so we both get in different police cars. I'm not even bothered about getting lifted. I'm like, that greedy bastard, I'm going to kill him and get out.
Yeah.
Tell them what they were saying to you when they got you to the police station.
They were like, Holly's raging at you.
When you got let out, they were like, I wouldn't want to get out. So what do you find the hardest? I find greed the hardest. When you're two addicts in recovery, greed comes into it. You could love each other so much, but you will lie for drugs. What do you find the hardest?
That's probably a bit that.
That as well.
Yeah.
What do you want to gain by this podcast? What do you want to do and help people with? My goal is to show you what our relationship's
really.
like.
Just do what we're doing, spread a bit of awareness,
Yeah.
so that there's no as much stigma around addicts and whatnot.
And we want you to know that we're normal people. We're funny, we're kind. We're no perfect. We've lied,
some of
shoplifted,
the best
stole.
pals I've ever met are addicts and that.
Some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
The kindest people, the people that give you your last pound are addicts.
Folk that are addicts, but they've never stolen, they've never been in prison in that either.
Yeah,
And they're addicts, can a couple of them?
yeah.
Not many, right, but there's a couple of
There
folk
has
that
been
are.
a question that I've been getting asked to ask on the podcast about our ex life, sex life,
Right.
right?
You could say that.
Sex
on the
life.
podcast.
And people have been asking if it's hard when you're in addiction, and it is. So the opiate suppresses your sex drive.
Yeah.
We went through a period of relationship where we never had sex for 6 months, 8 months. And that was a bad
That's
stage.
a bit of an exaggeration, but a good couple of months anyway.
No, there was a period where it was like 4 or 5 months anyway. It was
I'm
getting
saying-
close to
I'm
6
saying
months.
a good couple of months.
And that's strange in a relationship because you need physical touch.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you need that. We had to change our. See, when we
That's
split up.
like, it's just the kit, it just kills your sex drive,
Yeah, it does. See, because all you want is that drug. All you want is that.
Yeah.
It's sad.
No.
Like, when you've got that addiction, it's pathetically sad.
It's not a good life you're living. Like.
We're at that stage now where me and Jake would sit and make all these goals for when we got clean, and now we're at that stage that we're trying to.
It's just because you block everything out,
Yeah.
It's no good.
It's not.
It's not, no.
What we want you guys to do is, we want you guys to put in the comments what you want us to talk about. Put questions in there, we're going to answer them. Whatever you want to know, we're going to talk about. Each podcast is going to be different. We're going to be bringing on guests with different addictions. Cannabis, ketamine, cocaine. We're going to bring other couples on as well. We've got a few lined up. And we're going to bring in family members of addicts, because I think it's important for you to hear for them. Do you want that?
No.
Yeah. I think it's important for you to hear for them as well. Because I think it'd be good to speak to a lot of family members, addicts, people that have lost loved ones, people that are still going through it. I had a mum contact me the other day, her son's relapsed, stole her purse. It's devastating for them.
It would be, aye.
We're going to talk about as well what we wish our families understood. But we're going to be talking about our life separately as well. We're going to be telling you guys a lot of information you don't know, but having fun at the same time. But we want to help you guys as much as possible. We're going to be showing you guys how to use naloxone.
Yeah.
Jake's going to show you his methadone. We're going to try and show you guys as much as we possibly can without breaking any laws or rules. Is there anything else? Oh, we need to do the card thing. We're going to do this every time. Ready?
Right. I thought, how am I supposed to play this?
Right, because I figured it out.
Yes.
Right, watch. So these are meant to be for drunk people, but we're not going to do the drinks. We're just going to answer it.
Is this the level 1 card?
Yeah, right, ready? Pick a card.
Is that the level 2
Pick a
and
card.
3 levels of a lot hardcore hands?
Yeah, we're not going to do that just yet. What's yours say?
Drink if you and your partner have ever shared a toothbrush.
We share a toothbrush?
I think so.
Nah?
No.
I buy toothbrushes every month. I'm bad for
Yeah.
buying it. You give me a round. Right,
You
you
always,
hold
you
it
always
for
buy
me.
new ones and then tell me which colour's mine.
Right, wait,
It's
you hold it for me, innit?
It's usually the cream one.
Yeah, it is. Green. Drink if you would let your partner have an OnlyFans. Would you let me have an OnlyFans?
It's whether you would let me have an OnlyFans.
I think if we'd done a joint one, I would.
I don't know if that counts.
Addicts go nude.
Uh,
Nude addicts.
no, wait a minute. That card,
Yeah, what?
because you're saying, that doesn't matter.
What, tell me?
You're saying about us doing it, but that question.
I would totally let you have an
if you would
OnlyFans.
let me do it.
I would. Bring in the income. Let's do this. Right, you pick one.
Sex tape. Take a drink if you've done it or would want to do it.
Have we done a sex tape?
Yeah, we have.
We've done a few.
We've done a couple.
I've got a couple on my phone.
It's only
If I ever
tea.
get hacked, I'm
It's only
fucked.
tea we're drinking, but
Have we done any drinks? Give
I've
me
not-
and Jake.
I haven't even got any tea
Jake,
left.
have we ever drank alcohol together?
No.
Nah. Right, you have to take me. Come on, let's go.
I think I had
Right,
like.
you have to hold it
I
for
think
me.
I had like one beer.
You have to hold it for
I
me.
think I had like one beer when we were in Perth.
Yeah, we've never drank together.
You've had a few coffee bars and that on your own.
Drink if you finish first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always first and last.
Greedy.
Right, if I'm not greedy, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right, one last one, go.
Do something.
Go, go, go. What's your one say?
Take a drink if you have your partner's nudes on your phone. I've not got nothing to drink.
Well, just answer it.
I've not got nothing to drink though.
Yeah, but just answer it.
Well, that implies obviously that
Yeah,
I'm
so you
supposed
have.
to take a drink, but I've not got
Right,
nothing
take
to
my
drink.
last one.
Uh-huh.
Right, here we go. Guys, remember to put in the comments what you'd like. Also, at the end of this video, we're going to be putting up some support group numbers for addiction, family members, suicide awareness, domestic violence, and Andy's Man's Club. Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you've got that information. Remember to subscribe, it's totally free, and if you want to talk to us personally, look for Holly Fitzwater, Fitz Water, Holly Bye Bye, on Facebook. subscribe to my Facebook. You'll be entered automatically into a private group where you can talk to me and Jake one-on-one. You can also talk to the other members. We'll reply to you. You can put up posts. There's a private chat room. And we're at 16 subscribers right now. See, when we hit 100, those 100 subscribers are going to get put in a random wheel, and one of you is going to win £100 to celebrate us getting it. Right, you ready? When, if ever, do you think it's acceptable to lie to your partner? When I've ate all the Haribo.
Christmas time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas time, there's presents and stuff.
Nah, I'm thinking when I've ate all the Haribo.
Or
last night.
What you've got and what you've not got.
Yeah, or last night when I was like, I never meant to eat all the McDonald's chips. I just never noticed they were gone when I put my hand in the bag.
Lucky some of them fell out into the bag, or I would have had none.
Yeah, totally screwed. Right, guys, we're going to end the podcast here. I know this one's been a bit boring.
No,
We just sort of, that's fine. It was only meant to be 20.
Right,
The normal, so we're going to be releasing the podcast every Thursday and every Sunday.
Right.
And then eventually it'll be like one podcast with a guest on a Thursday, then one podcast with us. We want you guys to send in questions. We're also going to be getting a SIM card. The phone number will be turned on during the hours that we do the podcast. We'll let you know on TikTok. So you guys can phone up and we'll answer your phone calls. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, you can phone up and call us a junkie. We're just going to hang up and laugh at you because it's more sad on you than it is us. And then it'll be put in flight mode so nobody could phone it during, like, when we're not on the podcast. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to know, then let us know. Tell us what you want to see. I know this might seem like a bit of a boring podcast, but we just wanted to get a feel for it and let you guys get a feel for us, really.
Right.
But yeah, high five, thank you, sir. Awesome.
Okay, well done, babe.
Right, guys, end of episode 1.
Well done, babe.
Comment, like, share, repost, and remember to subscribe to YouTube. It is completely free.